Stop bragging about your PVR. Shaka Dyson here, motivational speaker, record-breaking F&I trainer, and your friend in the automotive business. And today, we might bruise some egos with this one. Listen, stop bragging about your PVR. I hear it all too often. I run $1,500 a copy. I run $1,800 a copy. I run $1,900 a copy. I run $2,000 a copy. But what you don't mention is that your desk has an extensive F&I background and normally sends you back 1.5 to 2 points of reserve. So they actually run $600 of your $1,900 a copy. But what you don't say is that you have an addendum sticker next to the window sticker on your car that already has etch in it, that already has dent and ding in it, that already has key replacement. What you don't mention is that etch is hard coded on the buyer's order and is sold as part of the deal. What you don't talk about is that salespeople actually sell the environmental protection up front and you get credit for it. See, those aren't things that you mention. All you talk about is your PVR. I run $2,100 a copy. Listen, if you want to talk about your PVR, talk about a cash PVR. Tell me what you run on cash deals. See, that's a much better reflection of your skill set. Not talking about, I run $2,500 a copy. Listen, if you're going to brag about your PVR, then disclose all the other information as well. Talk about whether you're at an import or a domestic store. Talk about whether you do mostly prime deals or subprime deals or secondary deals. Talk about whether you do more new vehicles versus used vehicles. Talk about whether your finance penetration is 70, 80, 90%. Tell us about all that information in addition to your PVR so that we can better evaluate your skill set. Don't just throw a number out there like I run $1,750 a copy. Listen, your PVR doesn't mean anything unless you're talking about a cash PVR, because cash is the great equalizer. Cash is the same no matter what. But if you're at a Chrysler dealership and you do 75 and 80% finance penetration and you do a whole lot of used book of business and you talk about you run $1,700, $1,800 a copy, well, you couldn't take your same skill set that it takes to run that simple $1,700 or $1,800 a copy there and go to Credit Union, Connecticut, or go to Rhode Island somewhere or Delaware somewhere where they have a high lease penetration and high cash penetration and where they get most of their financing from their local credit unions and they just bring you in a check. You can't run the same numbers there as you do at your specific store that you're at now. So stop bragging about your PVR. Listen, let's talk about organic PVR. Yeah. Did you hear me? I said organic PVR. Organic PVR is PVR that you generate yourself with no help. That means any amount of money that comes back to your office is off limits. That's off the table. We want to know how much you bump a customer. See, that's what a general manager and an owner should concentrate on, not what your overall PVR is, but what is your organic PVR? How much revenue do you generate on your own? So when you brag about your organic PVR. Talk about how much you bump a customer or how much revenue you generate on the back end or how much revenue you generate on cash deals. Listen, that's a much better reflection of your skill set than just throwing a PVR number out there. Because listen, you'll never talk about when you ran $500 a copy. You'll never ever talk about when you ran $750 a copy. You'll always throw that number out there when you run $1,900 a copy, but you'll never give the full story. So stop bragging about PVR. It is not a real reflection of your skill set. If you want us to evaluate your skill set, if you want to be real about it, then talk about either your cash PVR, or if you're going to throw out your big PVR number, tell us all the other information as well, or simply talk about your organic PVR. See, that's a much better reflection of your skill set. Tell us about your organic PVR. How much revenue do you generate yourself on the back end of each deal? That's what you're graded on. That's what a reflection of your skill set is. Stop bragging about PVR. Shaka Dyson, that's my F&I 20 group, tip of the week.